Hi, and this is Vince again, and I'm going to be talking about marketing and Facebook ads. And if you missed it, this is the second video of what I think is going to be a series of videos. I've got the link to the first video. You should see it now. And to see more of these types of videos, just press subscribe and click on the bell to be notified of the new videos. So it's a bit of a sad day today because I didn't get the results I expected. So let's just check it out. So last week, late last week, I was promoting a song called Love is a Four-Letter Word. We got to this point here with ads. So I basically kept my ads going at £30 a day, which is a lot. I'll agree with that. It's a lot. £30 a day up until this sort of point here. And I actually think maybe the day after I did like half a day of ads before I switched off. So what's happened? Let's just do some analysis here. So since then, I basically waited until Friday to see if my song would get on the algorithmic release radar. And it did, but the results, as you can see, weren't great. I was kind of expecting like a spike, but didn't get that actually. We got some pretty poor results. So just if you're, not seeing the previous video, algorithmic release radar is different to the normal release radar. So normally Spotify pushes your new song out to your fans' release radar. These are people who have followed you on Spotify. And so when they release a new song, they get like an email or some type of, they get an email which basically says, your favorite artist has got a new song out, go and check it out. And they also have a playlist called Release Radar, and your song will appear on their playlist. But what I mean by algorithmic release radar is the song can get pushed out to playlists that are not playlists for your fans. And actually, the biggest and best results you can see with Spotify are actually some really big peaks. I've seen some people get 10,000 plays from Release Radar in a day, or 4,000, or big numbers. And in my previous song on the algorithmic Friday, as I call it, that the release radar plays were around 211 for a song with only 600 streams. 600 streams. So yeah, around this point I had 1,000-ish. Then this is organic, and then by Friday I started getting the release radar plus organic, and there you go. So let's just do a little bit of analysis here on the playlists. So in total, I've received 65 plays from Release Radar, and that's pretty weak, to be honest. On the first day, I got 26 plays from Release Radar, then 25, and today, if we just look at the 24 hours, today being a Monday, Sunday's results were 5. So it's really bad and a lot worse than what I was expecting. So my job, well, what I've been trying to do is work out why. And to be honest, I don't really know. It's performed way better than my previous song. It's just Release Radar hasn't pushed it out. So there's a mystery we want to solve. So one thing that I've heard from the forums and just doing a bit of research is the algorithmic Release Radar may not push out until the second week. So I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed that next Friday's results will see another push, but obviously a much more significant push. And if that doesn't happen, then I guess I'm going to give up. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you. But in terms of the future algorithmic push for this song, if we're going to have a look at the results for this particular song in the last 28 days, the save to listener ratio is still in the mid 50%. And because I'm not getting many Release Radar or playlist streams, it's actually not suffering too much. Like normally when your song goes on release radar and gets thousands of streams, most of those people don't save your song because they're passive listeners, and your save to listener ratio goes down. But mine is still maintaining quite a high level. And what I'm hoping is that by Friday it's still above 50%, and so it triggers the release radar in a bigger way next Friday. Because if you don't know this already, release radar is active for the first month of your song's release. And as you can see, the song has only been out since the 30th of September. Today's the 12th of October. So it's only not even half a month that it's been released. So potentially it could go on two more release radar trips, algorithmic trips, before the song comes to a close. So if you want to compare that to my previous song, that song has, even though it says 1.9, actually has 2,000 streams already, so 2021. So here you can see that on the release Friday there, which was actually the second Friday, so maybe that gives me a bit of hope. On that Friday, we had a big jump. So we were having fairly small streams and then a big jump for release radar. And what happened, which was quite interesting, is on the Friday afterwards, you can't really notice it here, but there was some release radar. So it got into a second week of release radar, but a much, much smaller level. We're talking, instead of 200 plays, it was something like 20 or 30 plays, and then kept decreasing and decreasing. Now, since then, I'm not sure what's happened because I'm not using ads and there's no release radar playlists, but organically it's still getting plays even though the trend is downwards. And if we look at the playlist, it's on quite a few playlists. It could be that people are just listening to the song on their personal playlists. Actually, it's on a couple of Submit Hub playlists, and that's maybe what's helping. We just go back to the original song. One thing I have noticed as well is an increased number of playlists for the songs. It's now on 61 playlists, and not one has come from Submit Hub, because if you remember from my last video, Submit Hub, all of it was rejected. So it really has, the only algorithmic playlists are the release radar, and it's hit some radio fans as well, which is always nice. Only 26, but it's nice. And all these other guys are private playlists from fans who have discovered me through Facebook and Instagram ads. So that is super, super cool. So yeah, basically that's it for today. This is a nice, short, sweet session, and I'm hoping the next session I give you, which will probably be sometime next week or on the weekend, we'll see some much, much better results. Let's keep our fingers crossed. But for now, this is it. So any questions, please put them in the comments. And as I said before, save and subscribe to see how this goes. This is a 1 month sort of time span, but I will be promoting my next releases, which are once a month. So you continuously see how those releases go over time. So that's it. So thanks a lot and catch you next time. Bye.